Welcome back. The Metropolitan Museum of Art is vast and easy to get lost in. There's so much to see, and even more of that is off limits to the public.
And Patrick Bringley knows almost all of the museum's nooks and crannies. He is starring in a new one-man play based off his book, All the Beauty in the World. It tells the tale of how tragedy led him to quit his job as a journalist and begin life as a new museum guard at the Met.
And joining us now on the couch is Patrick Bringley. Patrick, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So this is so deeply personal. Your story as a security guard at the Met has this very heartbreaking beginning. Tell us a bit about your brother.
Sure. Yeah, I was working at the New Yorker magazine in their events department there. And while I was there, my brother Tom, my older brother by a couple years, got sick. And all of a sudden I was spending less time in a midtown skyscraper and more time in hospital rooms and his apartment in Queens. And it was clear momentous, beautiful, painful things were going on in those quiet little rooms. And I didn't particularly want to go back to some office job after my brother died. And I took this job in the most beautiful place I could think of, being a museum guard, sort of standing watch all day.
Why the change, though? Why the security guard at the Met?
Well, I mean, I was shell-shocked in a way, and I wanted to do something sort of straightforward and nourishing and simple and honest. And there I could think my thoughts all day, and I could also be focused on things that felt a little bigger, a little higher, a little more elemental. I mean, so much of that art is, of course, about life and death and suffering and the gods and everything else. And I felt very privileged to just be standing there, sort of bearing witness to those things.
And you poured out those experiences in your book. We mentioned All the Beauty in the World, which is available online and in stores, but it's now in its 12th printing. And I wonder if you could talk about the process of turning all of that into a play.
Yeah. So, it's been a wild ride. The book has been out for a couple years now, and I started doing talks. I was doing quite a number of talks at different museums, and I just learned being on stage, this is fun. Of course, it's a solitary job as a writer, and when you're meeting all these people, and of course, giving a talk at a museum, you're just giving a PowerPoint lecture or something like that. And I thought, well, this has an opportunity to be something a little more beautiful, because of course I'm talking about beauty and about the arts. And I had this idea, a lonesome figure like a museum guard sort of lends itself to a one-man play. And we could do something beautiful with projections, and we could really bring people sort of into the museum and sort of along on this journey. So I wrote the thing and I pitched it to producers, and we got this wonderful director who was head of the Globe Theatre in London for 10 years, Dominic Dromgoole, who knows quite a bit about the theatre, and he helped me sort of visualize the thing, and now it's happening.
So I'm curious, you worked at the Met for 10 years. Do you still visit the museum, and if so, how often?
Oh, yeah. I'm there all the time. I give private tours sometimes, and I know a number of the guards still, and there's always new exhibitions rolling in. And also the fact that that place is 12 acres, and I don't know it all. I don't know nearly it all. Nobody does. The director of the museum doesn't. So it's inexhaustible that way.
I wonder if you could just, in our closing moments, kind of give us a sense of how being surrounded by those beautiful pieces of art and those, peaceful scenes, in those moments when you were a security guard, how did all of that help you in your healing process?
I mean, I would have 8 or 12-hour days to just stand among things that are meaningful, that maybe make you contemplate things in the way that being out in a peaceful woods might, or very directly that are about life and death and commonalities that we have as human beings. And I felt so privileged to be able to do that and not just rush back into the forward momentum of life. Having that time brought me great solace.
It's like meditation, it sounds like almost, right?
Thank you so much for being here and sharing your story with us this morning. All the Beauty in the World is currently running at the DR2 Theater on East 15th Street. We will check it out.
Yep, tickets are on sale. We'll be right back.